morning everyone. I just flew back to Phuket. I was in Maldives for a few months. There we are reopening a restaurant in one of the resort. A beautiful restaurant on the beach side. But the challenge was the profitability was not enough. So we spoke with the restaurant management and explained them to use the menu mix concept. Now what is a menu mix concept? So menu mix analysis is an exercise which reveals what item is selling best and based on which we make the strategy. It's a very simple exercise. Now there are many software used by the hotels and the restaurant which give the high selling item and there's a menu engineering report. But when you open a restaurant to get the result quickly and also for the entrepreneurs want to open their restaurant, go for a limited menu of 10, 15, 20 items only. The menu mix concept operates manually and that's a benefit. We don't have to rely on the software. We can do it weekly, we can do monthly for 10 days, 20 days. We know the trend very quickly and we start adjusting. So I'm going to explain the menu mix in the 4 steps. A very easy exercise because these trends can give you what to prioritize, how to procure, how to change your pricing strategies. I've taken an example for 4 items only. A small example. We have burgers, pizza, pasta and soup. We have taken 4 items. And for a week, how many of these items are sold? The burgers are 90, pizza 30, pasta 56 and soup 24. So total 200 items has been sold. Now we take out the percentage. We divide each number of sale with the total sale, which means for burger we divide 90 with the 200 and the percentage is 45%. Same for pizza, when 30 divided by 200 multiply by 100 it's 15%. Pasta is same 28% and soup is 12%. So we know how much percentage of these items are being sold in a week. And then we come to a next step. What is the next step? Next step is the recipe cost. We discussed recipe cost many times. The recipe cost is the cost of ingredients to prepare a dish. Like for coffee we have milk, sugar, coffee, how much quantity and what's the price. So we know the cost of the coffee, which is a recipe cost. So chefs prepare the recipe cost. And in our example also we have a recipe cost. We have a cost prepared by the chefs based on the ingredients. And here we can see the burgers. The recipe cost is 70, pizza is 95, pasta cost 35 and soup cost only 25. So we find out the contribution. Now again contribution is the sale price minus the recipe cost. And here also we done the same thing. We've taken out the contribution of each item. The burger contribution is 40, which is 100 sale price minus 70 recipe cost. 40. Pizza is 45, pasta is 65 and soup is 35. So we know how much each item is contributing in value. So there are 2 steps you understand. First step, we find out what is selling more in percentage and second step, we find out how much they are contributing in value, a dollar value. The third step is easy one. We just rank each of the item based on the contribution, which means any item which is contributing more in terms of value, the dollar value more, we put 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4. In our example, the top one is pasta. With 65 contribution, it is rank 1. Then we have rank 2 pizza, then burgers and then a soup. We know which item when it's sold give us maximum value. The correct recipe cost is important and this recipe cost will, when we minus with the sale value, give the contribution and we know which item is contributing most. So now we have 2 values. We have contribution ranking, we have a high selling item based on the percentage. And now we jump to the 4th and the final step, a very easy one. So when we compare the sale with the contribution ranking, there's an interesting data appear that show highest selling item is having a low contribution. We can see the burger is the highest selling item, is rank 1. Is selling 45% of my sale coming from burgers, but contribution is 3, which means it's contributing only 40, Whereas the highest contributing item, which is pasta, which gives us 65 in value, is ranked number 2. Now this chart will show us what is selling more and how much is contributing. Our target should be highest contributing item should be highest selling. But this exercise will show my highest contributing, which means the item which is giving me the highest profit, is it selling more or less? And when we find out this with this exercise, which is very easy exercise, we can start working on the next step, strategy. How we make sure the highest contributing item, which is giving me highest contribution, highest profit, it sell more. And this exercise, even if you keep doing it for 3 days, for 4 days, for a week, or even for 10-15 days, you know why my profit is not at the maximum level. How can I optimize my profit? Maybe what item is selling more has the lowest contribution, and that's why everybody is busy, everyone is running around. You see the restaurant is full, but the money is less. But some of the restaurants don't look very busy, but they make money because high contribution item or high profit making item is selling most. And this exercise of menu mix can reveal it very easily. You don't have to be a technical expert, just 3-4 small steps and you know what's going on. Now the strategy part. We know which is selling more, we know what is selling less, we know which is contributing. The only goal is the highest contribution item should sell more. That's the goal, to maximize the profit. However, this result can be changed based on seasonality, based on holidays, based on tourist season, and that's what in the restaurant business is. The season change, the holidays, the market change, geo mix change, and the result change. So when we keep doing this exercise of menu mix regularly, we'll find out the result very quickly. We start strategizing. You become more agile, immediately change quickly. I have few ideas to improve the profitability. Look at the recipe cost of the item which is selling more but lowest contribution. Maybe we have to adjust the recipe cost. Maybe we have to adjust few items and the contribution increase. We have to look at the cost structure. Cost structure means recipe cost. Highest selling item recipe cost has to be reviewed regularly. And the ingredients which is used, if we can purchase on long-term contract with the suppliers, because these are my high selling item, high volume item. So I'm selling more, so I need more ingredients. So we can go back to the vendor and go for a long-term contract. Avoid the seasonal fluctuation, the price, and go for a long-term contract, let's say for a 1 year. The fixed price for those ingredients. So my recipe cost maintained. It does not change with the price fluctuation in the market. So price is to be controlled for those ingredients which are used for the high selling item. So first we know the high selling item, then we see the recipe cost, we know which ingredients, and we try to go for tender process, fix the price for a longer time. Second is, which not many people agree, but we use it many times. If I have an item with a high contribution, we start discounting them. But this discounting has to be time sensitive, which means for a shorter period, for a certain segment. We should not go open discounting. Although for the high contribution item, we can go for discounting for a certain period. We have to be very careful, and that's why when the menu mix exercise is done and we start discounting some of the item or 1 or 2 item, obviously the contribution change. So you know it, if it is not moving to the highest selling item, even after discounting, you're losing money. You take out discount immediately. And that's why I'm saying this menu mix has to be prepared. It's better to do manually. Manually doesn't mean you start counting. You take the report from the system, how much is sold for a week, and then you use your Excel sheet. You take the report from the system, how much you're selling. You know your recipe cost. Prepare it. Put one Excel sheet, one tab, and just fill the items. How much you sold for a week, and this result keep coming. It's an automated Excel sheet. I have a template for you. Send me a message, I can send it to you. Or visit my website, hotelierfinance.com. Yes, you can see it here. and my book, Chef's Guide to Mastering Cost Control. Go through this book. I have all this information in this book, not only for the food, but about the beverage, about the inventory, and also menu mix. Lot of information in this book. Spend time on this book when you're opening a restaurant or managing a restaurant. So if today you're facing the challenges in managing the restaurant, don't forget 3 points. First, your high selling items. Second, keep correcting the recipe cost. And the third one, a long-term contract for the ingredients used for the high selling item. These 3 things will help you to manage your restaurant better. And if you face any challenges, I'm here to serve you. Just message me down. I'll come back to you. Have a nice day.